A panic is running through Brussels' imposing law courts. And it's not just the brutality of Marc Dutroux's crimes that is causing alarm, though they're undoubtedly stomach-churning, but the failure of the Belgian police and legal services to do anything about them. People here are rapidly believing the kidnapper and pedophile, now facing trial, was protected by the legal system. At the entrance of the law courts, a lonely memorial has formed to the victims of Marc Dutroux. It's a defiant symbol of the bitter taste left in the mouths of society here, and an ongoing insult to the Belgian authorities. The calls for reform have risen to a roar, but politicians are only slowly coming to admit their failure.
Non, il y a des études qui ont montré qu'effectivement, le citoyen belge n'a pas encore confiance dans la justice.
Sadly, it appears citizens in Belgium still have no confidence in the law. We're working on reforms in both the legal and police services, but these things by definition go slowly. They need time.
Mais c'est sûr que ça prend du temps. Je crois que ce qui était fondamental, c'est que
we're trying to instill in the citizens here that things are getting better. In Arlon, a small city in the Ardennes, the world has gathered to find out more. It's here that renowned paedophile Marc Dutroux has been sent to stand trial. Arlon has no international reputation to lose. The Brussels authorities insisted Dutroux was tried here, far away from the capital.
Ah, ça touche beaucoup, oui, effectivement. Et bon, c'est
The
vrai
Dutroux
que
case affects me massively, no question.
il y a un chien
We've
qui
bought
est
2
destiné pour
dogs
les
now,
enfants,
one
pour
for
la
the children,
protection
for
des
their
enfants.
security.
Parce qu'il y a trop de choses
We don't
qui se
feel
passent dans
safe and I fear the
leur
whole thing could easily happen again.
Et ce qui est arrivé là peut arriver à n'importe qui.
450 witnesses will give evidence at these law courts on the outskirts of Arlon. The reason for such a record number of witnesses is the constant obstruction faced by investigators since Dutroux was arrested 8 years ago. The legal documents for this case run to 400,000 pages, fueling speculation that the police didn't want the truth to come out about Dutroux. More than 1,300 journalists are in town reporting on the case, but few are able to see the case live. Most have been forced to watch Dutroux, protected by bulletproof glass, on TV. But Dutroux's trial holds wider political dimensions. The Belgian population doesn't have confidence in either the law nor democracy in general. That is a fundamental problem that could have wide-reaching consequences for the Belgians. For example, there are the June 13th European elections here, and we could see a rise in support for the far right, because the citizens have lost confidence in the state.
On a des élections le 13 juin. Il y a une bonne chance que beaucoup de gens vont voter pour l'extrême droite.
It was as long ago as 1996 that the case was first brought to court. It's 8 years since the victims of Dutroux were buried. Even today, these images are burned on the minds of people here. But any hope for a swift trial for the alleged kidnapper and paedophile were quickly dashed. All in all, the corpses of 4 girls were discovered at Dutroux's house. Enough evidence, you'd think, to put him away in most other countries. But the legal process in Belgium is much more protracted than in many other places in Europe, and a string of mistakes has led people here to talk of a conspiracy. Dutroux himself has fueled these rumours. In an illegally taped radio interview from his prison cell, for example, Dutroux speaks of an as yet undiscovered paedophile network in Belgium that, he claims, the authorities do not want known about.
Rien chez moi. Ils ont entendu y arriver, en tout cas. Ils ont été enlevés pour d'autres raisons. que ça peut revenir chez Dutroux. C'est pas à moi de donner cette réponse-là. C'est aux enquêtes à la donner.
In October 1996, the anger felt by people here spilled over into a mass demonstration. Parents of missing children led a march to Brussels to protest and called for an overhaul of the legal system. 300,000 people marched. Politicians were notable by their complete absence. Sabine Dardenne is one of the lucky ones. At the end of May of 1996, she was kidnapped by Dutroux, alongside a girl called Laetitia Delay. The girls were locked in a cellar and abused for several weeks. In the middle of August 1996, both were released. Dardenne, naturally a key witness in the trial, wants to face her tormentor in court in an attempt to show he can't destroy her life. What I couldn't understand and what shocked me the most is the stupidity and the ignorance of the police and legal system. There was no communication between them, and that sadly has cost the lives of young children. We now have an organisation called Child Focus, whose job it is to investigate disappeared children. It is an important institution, which was created after the first Dutroux case. But the other proposed reforms still need time and money. Child Focus is the only institution established after the scandal. The fate of disappeared and sexually abused children is investigated by the team here. But all too often, the case notes are closed forever, unsolved. A hotline has been set up as a liaison point for parents who have lost children. Child Focus employees are also in constant touch with the authorities in attempts to prevent child abuse from happening in the first place. Workers here tell us the increased number of refugees make the work more difficult.
C'est difficile à dire, mais nous avons traité les dossiers
In the past
de
5 years,
10
we've
000
looked at
enfants
upwards
en
of
5 ans.
10,000 cases of disappeared children.
Il y a environ
In 80% of those cases, the children were found again. With the overwhelming problem of refugee children who come to Europe without documents and want to avoid the police and social services, nobody feels responsible and they're never seen again.
Sans parents ou sans tuteur légal, qui sont interceptés par la police, qui sont placés dans des centres d'accueil et qui malheureusement disparaissent.
Around 6,000 forensic samples from victims are still being examined that have yet to lead to arrests. But the overwhelming feeling here is that it's not just sloppiness, but something more sinister that protects Dutroux, and no doubt, others like him.